All right, thank you, Liz. It's been 3 weeks since that massive coal ash spill in East Tennessee. And between Senate hearings and the threats of lawsuits, environmental agencies are trying to make certain TVA is held accountable for the aftermath. Fox 13's Amy Cowman traveled to Harriman. She's here with us in the studio with what she found. Amy?
Steve, it's hard to put into context what we saw in Harriman, Tennessee. It seems a miracle no one was injured or killed in the actual spill. But the people living there feel as though their lives have been changed forever. There are so many questions regarding their homes and health that are still unable to be answered.
Just everything's a mess. It's just a mess.
Still in a state of shock, you know.
It's going to be an ongoing environmental concern.
The EPA has been looking at a number of...
They knew this could happen and they tried to go out the cheap way.
I'm scared, you know.
Imagine peacefulness interrupted in a matter of moments, changing lives forever.
Disbelief. All of it. Still in a state of shock, you know. It's unbelievable.
At 1 in the morning, December 22nd, the holding pond at the Kingston fossil plant gave way. Like a volcanic eruption, 1.1 billion gallons of wet ash sludge spewed over land the size of more than 700 Olympic-sized swimming pools, creating sand castles of ash, surreal like a moonscape. Igniting a health scare across the eastern Tennessee community of Harriman and Kingston.
I'm scared, you know, it's like I'm a little scared.
Coal ash contains dangerous metals like lead and arsenic. So the Tennessee Valley Authority, along with the Environmental Protection Agency and the Tennessee Department of Environmental Conservation, immediately began sampling the water, air, and soil, trying to ease minds.
The water is coming in at the levels that are acceptable, clean water standard levels. The air quality is acceptable.
But the plant breach was anything but acceptable to the people living there, who say they don't know who or what to believe after early EPA reports cited high arsenic levels in the water and soil. But now all agencies say the tests meet standards.
I have two, you know, a 6-year-old and a 14-year-old, and that's our main concerns, is our health issues.
For others, it's not just health issues, it's about rebuilding their lives.
This refrigerator and stove are the only things that are left of a house that once sat here on this corner. Now it's been bulldozed after being completely ripped off its foundation.
Heidi Sheen's father was trapped inside. He managed to kick his way out to safety. This is the first time she's come back to the place where she used to call home.
It hurts. It's painful. It'll never, ever be the same again, ever.
A hillside view from where Sheen's home once stood is perhaps the most shocking evidence of the spill. This used to be a lake. TVA cleanup crews are still working around the clock, but residents say not much has changed weeks after the disaster.
In this backyard, a family used to swing and enjoy the view of their cove, which is now replaced with piles upon piles of wet, ashy sludge.
What was our backyard?
Wendy Barup had a dock, which is now torn into 2 pieces, buried in the sludge. The view to her neighbor's home used to boast quite a different view. She says seeing these pictures breaks her heart.
It's just the emotional stuff is just hitting us right now. It's like, you know, we're tired, we're exhausted, we're not sleeping at night.
Her son just left for Iraq, and they were trying to sell their house after buying a bigger one on the lake. She says her biggest fear now, besides loss of property value, is the unknown.
Every day it's a different thing. You get information, you don't know what to believe, what the information's coming from, or, you know, just everything is just, it's so up in the air right now. It is. It's really up in the air.
TVA officials say they have no timeline for cleanup or estimate for cost. But environmental agencies say this will no doubt be an ongoing environmental concern.
We're probably looking at years to really get to the end of this.
What happened here is going to take, again, a thorough root cause analysis.
Our state lab has been doing tests on the samples.
Move on. Keep going. Keep pushing. It's the only thing you can do.
Tomorrow on Fox 13, how the ash spill destroyed one family's paradise forever.
This has destroyed a lifestyle. This has destroyed our retirement.